Hey there, so get this, my partner and I were out of town, and so we're wandering around at night and we come into one of NZ's biggest retail stores. Thankfully, this one is actually open a lot later than my current local one. Here is their beautiful display of the August 1st releases of the LEGO Mario sets. I probably should have filmed a lot more of this store now that I think about it. This is set 71421, Dixie Kong's Jungle Jam for 43 NZD. It's actually closer to 50 at other retail stores, keep this in mind. Travel with me as I journey over to this clearance shelf where I spotted a handful of these sets all listed at 29 NZD. This is a markdown of 38% from the actual $48 price tag, only 12 days after the set release. Now some of these sets absolutely look a little banged up until I found this one where the most minor of bumps is on the front part of this box. It doesn't affect the set at all. LEGO will often go down to a 20% sale here, maybe 30. You'd be really pushing it for that, and it's only going to be on themes that no one's really wanting. It is incredibly rare for LEGO to go on a higher clearance than that, especially only 2 weeks after releasing. Yes, here we are. I traveled 4 hours by bus with this, and this is my first LEGO Mario review on the channel. It's a set that I didn't actually plan on buying because at almost $50, I thought it was crazy and overpriced. $29 on the other hand, now we're talking. The set overview here is a little concert stage featuring Dixie and Squawks the Parrot. I'm really liking the green and yellow theming for the Donkey Kong wave on the boxes, and I do plan on buying the other Donkey Kong sets of this wave, or at least Donkey Kong himself, but I usually wait for sales on the LEGO Mario line because these sets always drop down to around 30% these days. I just don't see the point in having to rush out August 1st. The line's been around for a few years now, but some of you may or may not know these sets don't actually include instructions. This is one of the struggles of the line. The sheet included gives you instructions on how to find the instructions by using your phone and connecting to the internet and logging onto the Mario app. We also get some advertisements here though of the Kong wave. They all look really exciting to me, just not for the prices listed. Here is the Jungle Jam all built up, and I have to say, as someone who is a fan of the Mario line, who also just kind of phased out of the line as a whole, this is a really cool idea that I don't see replicated often across other themes. I like the Mario theme as a whole, but I do not play the game of the course builder though, and I don't like the fragility of a lot of the builds myself. This one feels a lot more of a solid build comparatively, using those different connectors at the bottom here. I'm not sure how long they've been using these parts in these sets. The set has one major feature involving the gang jamming out. You can manually rotate these platforms and it looks like they're having a fun performance. After I spent 20 minutes updating my Mario figure, good lord, he can also interact and play some of the Donkey Kong music for us. It's a really cool feature actually. More than just sound effects are included here. On this side of the build are a pair of drums for someone to play, Squawks is up here with a microphone, and Dixie is positioned with a guitar. There's an amp and an extra guitar here as well for either of the electronic figures to play. At the back of the build are these two trees that hold up the lights or decorations for the stage. The trees actually use a brand new piece that's introduced in the Donkey Kong line, these long single leaf parts, which are really cool and I can't wait to see how they're used in other themes. This is Squawks the Parrot. Again, I am a big fan of the Mario line and the buildable figures, despite not knowing anything about these characters in particular. I think Squawks comes off quite nicely with the colors and parts that are used. He uses those Nexo Knight shields and the beak looks pretty cool as well. He includes a perch as well to be displayed with. Like Squawks, Dixie Kong is another character that I don't know anything about, but I do love the parts that she uses, which I'm guessing are used on all of the other Kong family members too. Things like hair can look really weird on these brick-built characters. The ponytail is very long and it's rather sharp. I'm not totally sure it gets the design across or not. Her beret looks really simple to me as well and it misses that design, but I do like her pink shirt coloring and I like the shaping of her overall. Because she is Diddy Kong's girlfriend, I would like to see the size comparison between her and Donkey Kong. She has some nice printed parts for earrings and her eyes and nose are printed parts as well. They use this natural gap between LEGO elements for her mouth, which I think is very clever. She also uses this really cool new legs mold, which again I'm guessing is going to be used on most of the Kongs. I'm really happy with how LEGO translated the Kong family design, despite the years that we waited. I'd say that it was worth it. That's my look at one of the latest Mario Donkey Kong releases. I was mostly just excited and happy to have found such a great deal like this that's likely to never happen again to me, at least so soon. So really, I just wanted to cement this in the channel's history because my partner and I, we were stoked when we found this. If you enjoyed this review of a LEGO Mario set, liking and subscribing does help to support our channel. Thank you very much and take care.